When we say experience, we likely think that we all know what we're talking about. When you think about it, experience can mean a lot of different things. Experience might be something that we accumulate, like knowledge. We might say that someone is experienced in a particular sport or a particular activity, a particular way of doing things. We're always pointing back to a history then, in this sense, when we're talking about experience as a form of accumulation. Or we might mean a unique experience, something that others don't have. That was an experience, we might say, or I really felt like that was a meaningful experience to me. So on the one hand, experience is something that we might accumulate over time, and on the other, it's something that we might have once. It's quite unique, quite specific and special. Then that term aesthetic, and that one's even trickier. The term aesthetic seems to apply to so many different things. We might talk about the aesthetics of a work of art, or even the aesthetic body, something that kind of fits in with a particular expectation, maybe, a set of expectations. So experience and aesthetic seem to overlap. The knowledge of what's been before kind of might be something that leads to us to experience aesthetic in relation to prior standards. But it might also be unique, an aesthetic experience that's just in the moment. That's what this course is going to deal with over the next few months. The interaction between you as a human being and works of art. Might be ways in which art makes you think for the first time about a history or a context or a set of cultural experiences other than your own, connects you with them in a way you didn't previously have access to. Or it might be the way that a work of art makes you feel in the instant, immediate moment, alters how your body behaves in that 1 second. Experiencing the aesthetic is going to take you through all and more of these ways of thinking about how we encounter art. The course is structured in 3 parts. The first part of the course will talk about wide theory, considering the various ways people, you and others, encounter art through either contextual histories that they bring to it, or in the immediate moment, and how that affects their body. The next section will complicate this further, bringing in further dialogues about what the politics and social contexts and other influences upon this notion of aesthetics might be, how we need to reconsider it, each of these different ways of thinking about it, through cultural, political and social lenses. The last section of the unit will bring in more and more people from around the university to talk about their specific interests when it comes to aesthetics, their disciplinary background as it applies to aesthetic studies. Over that course then, you'll have an introduction to broad theory, elucidation of that theory in relation to various contexts, and then a specific disciplinary application of those theories and contexts for you to consider and apply to your own thoughts. Very excited to teach this course with you, as I have done over the last few years in various capacities, and I'm excited to meet you all. See you on the 1st of Feb.